All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. And so in this video, I'm just going to be going over how I'm currently running my channel uh, with my current setup. I'm not going to give you like a desk tour because I have a new desk tour and everything coming later on at a later date. But for now, this is how I'm choosing to run my channel for YouTube. This is my 2020 iPad Pro. And I don't really do a lot of videos on certain things on the channel because I've got them just to use them and, take care of the things I need to take care of with. But I decided to go ahead and record this video with a Samsung device, and I won't disclose which device it is. I just want you to see how well Samsung's video cameras can do in a lower light setting. But nonetheless, this is all the tools. Well, this isn't all. This is some of the tools I'm using because I have other lenses and things that I use for like when I'm, depending on what I'm doing. You can see my GoPro Hero 8 Black back there, my Chromebook. There's a laptop under there, but I'm talking about what I'm using currently to run my YouTube channel. So obviously there's some pretty expensive things on this table, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you how I'm currently running my YouTube channel. Just as some form to let you know you really don't need a computer at this point in the game, like a full-blown desktop computer. I've edited every video in the last 2 to 3 months on this device right here. This is my iPad Pro 2020 256 gig. It is the Wi-Fi model, and I've had it, I guess, in the last 2 to 3 months. I'm not even sure, but this is how I'm doing it. Now, obviously, this is the Sony ZV-1, and you can see the microphone setup I have right here with it. I just keep this on top just so I don't lose it. I got to put it back in the box, but this is one of the cameras that I use to run the channel, the Sony ZV-1. This is a great setup. This is a great camera. It is just a nice camera. And then another one of the main cameras that I use, obviously, this is the main camera that I use, my A6100. And I have it coupled with the Sigma lens. I've also been testing and using the G Master. But that's not something regularly I would probably use on the channel. But this is, in fact, in the G Master's across the room. I was shooting a video with this one, so I don't feel like going to get it. But nonetheless, this is my main camera right here, the A6100. Now I have a 256 gig card in this camera that I use, that I got right there, 256 gig card. And I keep a 64 gig card, and this one, I'm going to be getting another 256 gig card. I'm trying to have it just buying things just because, but I do need to grab another 256 gig card. And so I think they're on sale at Best Buy. 256 card. So I do need to buy another one. I think they're still on sale. I don't want a micro SD. I want a full size, and hope they're not on sale anymore. Man, I should have grabbed this when I had the chance. These were $75 off, and hopefully it'll go on sale. I just prefer these extreme cards right here. And I do have I have a Sony 64 gig card. I have the 64 gig card of this one. And so I could grab this one. But the reason I haven't yet is because I don't use this as much. But let me see here. This is the one I currently have. I have two 64 gigs. See, these aren't very, they fill up really easy if you're doing 4K, and I've switched it over to 1080p. But nonetheless, I prefer to use a 256 gig card so I can shoot in 4K and get like 5 hours straight of recording, so I don't have to keep erasing and everything like that and doing backups. So those are the two cameras that I'm using. And then here's my regular Sony lens. And then I also have the GoPro Hero 7 Black, and here's my GoPro Hero 8 Black. Now, the 8 Black is fantastic. I could have used the 8 Black to record this video, and it would have come out just as fine. But the 8 Black is something I use on the go. So those are the cameras that I'm predominantly using right now when I'm not using a phone to record something, to record the actual equipment. Now, as far as my microphone goes, you saw the microphone on this one. That is a good microphone, but this is my main microphone right here. This is the Boya mic, and it has a really nice, thick dead cat on there, and it really cancels out the wind. It just does a great job. So That's the camera equipment I use. Now, if you want to edit on the go or you want to edit off of something, there's plenty of videos out there to show you how to turn this into in your iMovie to get it to default to come and edit off of this. And this is what you really can do because these are fast. This is my 500 gig SSD that I have, and I've had this for quite some time. And I'm actually going to pick up another one. I was thinking about doing that because I'm just pricing a few things. Let's see if I can find the portable storage. I really like those. I could get it directly from Samsung. It's $79 right now for the one that I have. And that is the second generation one, which is the one that I have. And let's go into this and let's see if they have the terabytes on sale too. Here's the 2 terabyte. Let's see how much that one is. These are great for getting things backed up and editing off of. They're really good. So it's $320. There's no way I'm going to pay that for a portable SSD at this moment. No way. I can get a portable hard drive for a lot less. So these are $169. That's a little bit more reasonable, but I do plan on grabbing another one of those. So this is the external storage if I need it. This is 500 gigs. And again, my iPad has 256 gigs. So that is like the equipment that I use. And then here's this Habit is so old, but it still works, man. So I've got my full-size SD card slot right there, 3.0, 3.0, 3.0, HDMI, full-size HDMI, and pass-through Type-C. And it's got Type-C on this side. So this is something that you'll need. So ultimately, you just take the card out of this thing here, and you put it in here, and then you plug it into your iPad. You'll see a little blue thing pop up there saying it's there. And then you can go into the information here. You can go into main root and you can go into clip, and you can see the different clips that are in here, and you just drag them over to your photos. That's how you do that. So that is how I transfer the stuff from the camera. Even though Sony has the imaging app, it would just take you a little too long to transfer the files that way. I just don't recommend that you even do that, because if I'm shooting in 4K, that's going to be some of my 4K files are like a 10-minute video could be 10 gigs or 13 gigs. You just never know. So obviously the star of the show is my iPad Pro 2020. This thing is fantastic, and I use these AirPods still. These are the original AirPods, the OG AirPods. They still work like new. They still feel good. They still sound good. Everything still works on those, so I use those. And then I also have this bad boy right here when I want to get down and dirty and don't want to use, because I can power this up here, and I have it linked to this one. I believe I have it in slot number 1. I think I have it in 1. I'm not sure. Let's go into Bluetooth. Maybe I have it in 2. I think I might have it in 1 or 2, but if I just really don't want to use, yeah, I think I might have it in slot number 2, possibly, because it should automatically connect. So I've hooked this up before, and I use this with a wireless keyboard that I have sitting off right here. You can kind of see the tip of it, and then there's a 4K monitor sitting right up there if I just really want to get it going. So if you want to pair this, here's what you can do. You just hold down right here. It'll start to flash a little bit faster. You can see that, and then now it should go ahead and pair to the iPad. Now the iPad, because this is for Macs. This is the Mac version. You know, that's the way they have it set up. The pairing settings. I don't know why it's doing this, but it normally just pairs right up. But this is the setup that I've used in the past, and I have that full. There you go. I guess I just need to power it on and off. But that's how you pair it, and it's really fast. As you can see now, I have a mouse, and I can just fully go in on whatever I want to go in on. And that's how it works. So this is my kind of temporary setup until I decide that I can go ahead and slide in. I hate some of the stuff on Macs, man. It's like, come on, y'all. But this is the equipment that I'm using. So editing on the Mac is actually really solid, no issues whatsoever. It is just or editing on the iPad, I'm sorry, is a really nice thing. It's really simple to use. And I think equipment that you choose, and I'm showing you this is because you guys know that I have tons of laptops and computers, MacBooks and everything, but I'm waiting. If you're wondering why I'm showing this, I'm waiting on the new Apple Silicon version of the Macs. I want that. That's what I want. I want to use that setup for mine. I want to get that new MacBook. One of them, I don't know which one it's going to be, but I want to get one of the new Macs. And I'm also going to get the new Mac Mini with the silicon chip because I have a 34-inch widescreen that's up in my office, and I have this 29-inch right here. I believe it is 4K. I think it's 29 or 27 4K display down here in this little mini office area that I have. So you can have a YouTube channel with whatever you want. It's not rocket science at this point. If you don't even need all of this. You see how good the quality is from this camera that I'm using from Samsung? You could edit everything. And when I'm on a phone, let me grab one of my phones. The software that I use is PowerDirector Pro. Oh, it's actually right here. I use PowerDirector Pro when I do not want to carry all this stuff around. I use PowerDirector Pro. Let me delete this because I think that's from my camera review. So this is what I use when I do not want to carry any of this around. Depending on which phone it is, you can use PowerDirector Pro and you can eliminate all of this. If you have a phone with a good camera, good microphones, good video, a nice big screen. If you have all of that stuff, you don't really need an iPad. Now, this is just one of the phones that I have, obviously. I have a ton of phones, and that's not bragging or anything like that. You could even use my little guy, my Pixel 4a. I've done it already. Shoot, edit videos, everything right on the phone. So this is currently, though, how I'm using my tools that I have to maintain my YouTube channel. You're wondering, Jay, why don't you do what's on my iPad and what's on that? I don't think, because I didn't really buy this iPad to do like what's on my iPad. I'm getting use out of this thing. This thing has paid for itself. Remember, I told you as a content creator, if you're gonna swipe your debit card and pay cash for something, put it to good use. I only done one video on this iPad, I think, before, and it was just an unboxing. That's it. And then after that, I haven't done anything else with it. I put a skin on it. I didn't even do a video on the skin. I think I posted on my Instagram or whatever. So, but this is pretty hot, man. This is my current setup, and I like it. Let me turn this off. I like having all these things that can actually be done from the iPad Pro. And to me, it says a lot about why the iPads are leading the industry in certain things. But let's be clear again, you see that Pixelbook Go back here. That thing is phenomenal. I love it. And I use it. There's a lot of things that the iPad can't do. And Chrome doesn't run as well on this iPad as it does with the Chromebooks. So I use Safari for pretty much everything Apple. But this is the current editing software. This is the editing setup, I should say. All of my equipment that I'm currently using, and then this is how I am doing it. I'm using iMovie, as you can see right there. I bought Final Cut Pro a long time ago, but some people use, LumaFusion? It's another editing software that's really intense and detailed. But honestly, folks, I don't need that. I can produce the same footage from iMovie, get just a good quality with no problems. So this is the easiest way. And if I didn't have these cameras, folks, I have used this iPad Pro right here and put it on the tripod because I have a bracket for iPads. And here it is right here. I have put this on the iPad. I'll show you how it works. It goes like this. And then you lock it in place like that. Boom. And then it can go on this tripod that I'm currently using right now to record this video. It just locks in place, bumpy cam. It locks in place right there with the regular setups. And then you record your videos. So I could just hit record, and then I got all my video footage, boom, right there. Look at that. I can do the same thing, just like that. So, and obviously I stay in 4K 60 when I'm doing something, but I just feel like there are so many ways to run a YouTube channel, and there's so many ways. And even though I'm using all of this equipment right here, these cameras and stuff, that's a personal choice, folks. I'm not telling you to go out and buy all these things. I'm telling you, for the level of YouTube that I'm doing, I need this camera, and I needed this camera, and I needed, you see what I'm saying? I needed these things to complete me as a YouTuber. So you find your way. And again, I've made videos like this 100 times. You can clearly just use your cell phone. You can clearly just use your cell phone and eliminate all of these items. You really could. And by today's standards, this is what a lot of people do. And they'll plug up an external microphone for those that can actually do it, or you can use a Type-C microphone. I have a Type-C adapter. But nonetheless, you can use this phone or any phone you want to run your YouTube channel. I just choose to edit on my iPad Pro because I like the huge canvas. I just like everything about editing, and I like iMovie. So, you know, it's me. So it's your man Jay. This is my current YouTube setup for editing my content, and this is what I use to pretty much shoot videos. This is what I do. So some of you guys have asked, are you going to do a desk tour? Are you going to show me a big fancy office? Nope. Don't really have a big fancy office to show. If I do get a big fancy office to show, I don't even know that I'll even do a big video on it, because I think of a place of work not so much to look good. You know, I want to look good second and finished, and can do a good job first. You know, forget looking good. This is probably not the ideal setup that you thought you would probably see for the way I edit my videos. But the reason I like this thing is because I don't have to sit here and do this. I can shoot a video on the camera and then upload it through here. I also have one more thing when I'm using phones. My little Samsung Drive right here. This thing comes in clutch. I put this into the phone. If I just want to edit on the iPad, I plug this Type-C into the phone, get the data off of it, get all the footage off of the phone, and I can put it right in here. And it operates the same. It just plugs in. You'll see the little icon pop up. You'll see the little icon pop up. You'll see the little icon pop up. It doesn't want to pop up for me. Okay, maybe it'll. There we go. Took a second, but there it is right there, as you can see. So no icon popped up for this one, but as you can see, same thing. So I can tell you that you can have a really affordable setup, you know, and I'm not saying my setup is all that affordable. I'm just saying that this is how I'm running the channel, and this is how I'm producing all of the footage right now until I can get the new Mac that comes out, the silicone version. And I'm still going to use the iPad to edit on the go. When I don't want to sit in my office, I can sit in my backyard, sit on the patio, cool breeze, get a cup of coffee, and then edit just like that. So here it is, guys, the non-fancy setup from Jay Will, but it's getting the job done. Hope you guys enjoyed a quick little dip into my little background of what I'm using here. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Do you know what phone I use to record this video? I wonder if you know. And how is the quality? Oh.